Have you ever noticed how some people come into our lives just when we need them most? It's as if they were sent on purpose, bringing a message or a solution to a problem that afflicts us. And how many times have you felt that strange feeling of déjà vu, meeting someone, as if you had already known them in the distant past? In this video, we will see that people come into your life for a reason, not by chance. Prepare to be deeply touched by what you are about to discover. And if you stick around until the end, you will discover and be able to understand why many people you know have come into or left your life. But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share the video. Your support allows us to always create new content for your spiritual growth. One day, while the venerable monk Hotaka was meditating under a cherry blossom tree, a young man named Hiroshi approached respectfully. "Master," he asked, "sometimes I meet people and I feel a positive sensation, as if I have known them before or as if we share a deep affinity. Other times, however, I feel a negative sensation, as if that person is there to harm me. This worries me, and I ask myself, do people enter our lives by chance?" Hotaka, with a penetrating gaze, replied, "Young friend, people never come into our lives by chance. And this truth is deeper than we can imagine. We meet different people in life, each with his or her place and role in our story. Some are fleeting, others remain and accompany us through the seasons of life." Rising slowly, Hotaka pointed to the blue sky. "Look at the birds, Hiroshi. They do not fly without direction. They are guided by the currents of the air, just as we are guided by the invisible forces of existence." Hiroshi gazed at the birds in flight, trying to grasp the meaning of his master's words. "Imagine your life as a garden," Hotaka continued. "Every person you meet is like a seed planted by fate. Some sprout into colorful flowers that bloom for a season, others into mighty trees that last for years, but each carries with it the promise of new growth." Hiroshi nodded, reflecting on the flowers and trees he had seen blooming along his path. "The people who hurt us," Hotaka continued with compassion, "are often our greatest teachers. They are like sharp stones on our path, but through pain they teach us to grow and find our inner strength." The young monk closed his eyes, remembering the challenges that had tempered his soul over time. "And then there are those who appear when we need them most," Hotaka said, pointing to a majestic tree. "As the roots of this tree supported during storms, these people support us in difficult times." Hiroshi thought of someone who had been his refuge during a dark time, a lifeline in the midst of the storm. Someone who, after that time, left even though he longed for their presence. A hint of sadness passed over his face, but Hotaka noticed it and continued, "Sometimes the people who support us leave just when we think we still need them. This can be painful, but remember, Hiroshi, that every encounter has its purpose. Perhaps that person has completed their role in your life, leaving you stronger and ready to face the future alone." The master's words brought comfort to Hiroshi, who began to see his friend's departure in a new light. Finally, Hotaka concluded wisely, "Some remain with us forever. They are like fixed stars in our sky, bright and constant, true friends, family, our soulmates. With them we share the burden of the days and the joy of successes." The young monk smiled, grateful for the special people he had met and who were still at his side. And Hotaka, looking up at the sky, with a subtle light in his eyes, added, "Recognize and appreciate each person who crosses your path, Hiroshi. Each is an essential part of your story, and you are a part of theirs. Life is an intricate web of destinies, and each encounter contributes to the fabric of your existence. Know," added the master, "that there are fundamentally three types of individuals: those who support us on our evolutionary path, pushing us to overcome limits and reach new levels of awareness; those who bring a breath of fresh air to our inner world. When we cross paths with these individuals, we immediately perceive that the universe is weaving an intricate web. What the hidden designs are in these encounters remains shrouded in mystery, but we can be certain that something in us is destined to undergo an eternal transformation. And then there are the individuals who encourage us to continue. This particular category of traveling companions may accompany us for only a brief moment, but their role is crucial. They remind us of the true nature of our path, strengthening our resolve to move forward. The Master's words enlighten the young novice who, in the following years, continued to follow the path illuminated by Hotaka's wisdom. Every encounter, be it a casual passerby or a lasting life companion, became for him a precious piece in the mosaic of his existence. Through the challenges and joys, Hiroshi learned that every person, every experience brought with it a hidden gift, a precious teaching that contributed to this growth and spiritual fulfillment. As time passed, the novice himself became a senior monk, with wise eyes and a grateful heart. As a spiritual guide, he shared with the young monks the profound truth Hotaka had taught him. That life is a constant flow of meaningful encounters, each of which contributes to the unique beauty of our existence. Remember, Hiroshi told his disciples that every person we meet is a reflection of ourselves. Through others, we can see our own strengths and weaknesses, our joys and fears. Learn to observe carefully, and each encounter will become an opportunity to learn more about yourself and the world around you. What is the moral of this story? That in life, every encounter, no matter how long or intense, contributes to the richness of our existence. Life is a wonderful journey of discovery, and every person who crosses our path brings with them a unique gift. Sometimes these people die. Sometimes they leave for no apparent reason. Other times they behave badly, forcing us to make difficult decisions and push them away. What we need to understand is that their role in our life has ended because a need or desire of ours has been fulfilled. Or perhaps they are teaching us an important lesson about letting go and accepting change. In a world where people's paths cross and separate like branches of a tree, true wisdom lies in opening our hearts to each encounter and learning from the lessons hidden in the folds of fate. We must remember that as we move toward our life goals, challenges, and trials, even difficult ones always await us, and we may feel helpless. But it is precisely in these moments that the universe sends us people who give us the courage to face these challenges and overcome obstacles. Their support and encouragement inspire us and give us the strength to move forward. They may be friends, family, mentors, or even strangers who offer us a kind word or a helping hand. In the dance of life, Hotaka told the young novice, each encounter is a musical note. Listen carefully to the melody that unfolds through the people who cross your path. Find beauty in the harmony of human connections. Remember, whether it's a love, a special friendship, or even just an acquaintance who crosses our path, an encounter can change us forever. Every person we meet has the potential to leave an indelible mark on us, to teach us something new about ourselves and the world. So the next time you meet someone, take a moment to appreciate the connection, to recognize the role that person might play in your life. And remember the words of Master Hotaka. Life is a constant flow of meaningful encounters, each of which contributes to the unique beauty of our existence. Over the years, Hiroshi not only understood the importance of each encounter, but also learned to recognize the lasting impact these connections could have on his life and the lives of others. Every person we meet, he explained to his disciples, leaves an imprint on our soul, like an artist who imprints his brush on the canvas. Some imprints are light and delicate, others deep and indelible, but all contribute to creating the unique masterpiece that is our life. Hiroshi encouraged his disciples not to underestimate the power of a simple smile, a kind word, or a gesture of compassion. Even the most fleeting encounters, he said, can have a ripple effect, affecting not only our own lives, but also the lives of those we meet along the way. One day, a young monk named Kenji approached Hiroshi with a worried expression. "Master," Kenji said, "I have met a person who has deeply hurt me. I cannot forgive him, and this anger is consuming me." Hiroshi listened carefully, then responded gently, Kenji, remember Master Hotaka's words. The people who hurt us are often our best teachers. This person has offered you a precious opportunity to grow and transform your pain into compassion. Kenji was silent for a moment, considering the master's words. Then with a sigh, he said, but how can I transform anger into compassion? It seems impossible to me. Hiroshi smiled. It's not easy, Kenji, but it is possible. Start by observing your anger without judging it. Try to understand where it comes from, what fears or insecurities are hidden behind it. And then try to imagine the pain that the other person might be carrying inside, the pain that drove them to hurt you. Kenji nodded slowly. I will try, Master. Thank you for your wisdom. Over the next few days, Kenji meditated on Hiroshi's words and began a journey of inner healing. Gradually, his anger gave way to understanding and compassion. And when he finally managed to forgive the person who had hurt him, he felt a deep sense of liberation and peace. Hiroshi's life continued to be a journey of meaningful encounters, each enriching and transforming him. And when the time came to leave this world, he did so with a serene smile, knowing that he had lived a full and meaningful life. His spiritual legacy lived on through his disciples, who spread his teachings throughout the world. And so, the story of Hiroshi and Master Hotaka became a source of inspiration for generations of people, reminding them that life is a beautiful dance and that every encounter, every connection contributes to its beauty and magic. But what does this story teach us? That in a world where we are often distracted by the frenzy of daily life, it is easy to forget the importance of human connection. But every encounter, every relationship, has the potential to transform our lives in ways we cannot even imagine. So the next time you meet someone, take a moment to appreciate the connection, to recognize the role that person could play in your life. And remember the words of Master Hotaka. Life is a constant flow of meaningful encounters, each of which contributes to the unique beauty of our existence.